Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brickazoid's Den. Today I wanted to do a ranking video actually, talking about the summer wave for Harry Potter, which I will be getting all of the sets for. I just don't think I'm going to be getting them all on day one, and I kind of wanted to do a ranking of all of them, talking about, which one is probably a really great one to get versus some of the other ones which aren't so amazing. But I have a whole list here of all 7, and I'm going to be ranking them, kind of explaining why they are at where they are put. And yeah, that's kind of the plan for this video, so here we go. Kicking off the list here at number 7, we have the Hogwarts Carriage and Thestral. This is probably one of my least favorite $20 Harry Potter sets. The builds, I guess, overall, are not anything I really care about. It's just a carriage and a tree, which aren't very interesting. The Thestrals are the main selling point, but I already have one from the Grindelwald set from 2018, I think it was. I believe it was 2018. So I already got the adult Thestral from that set already. The baby Thestral is interesting, but I don't really want to just pay $20 just for it. The new Harry Potter and Luna Lovegood do look pretty cool, but again, still not enough for me to buy the set immediately, unless it fits within my budget properly. Again, at least it's only $20. So again, Harry Potter and Luna Lovegood, good figures to have, and they have new designs in this set, so I'm totally cool with that. As well as the baby Thestral is a pretty cool new piece. I think it's just a mold, right? I believe it's just a new mold. I don't have the picture up in front of me. I should probably get those up in front of me, but the baby Thestral is pretty cool. And again, the other 2 figures are pretty cool, but that is the only real selling point for me to buy this set, and considering it is only just those, couple points, I am not really focused on getting this $20 Harry Potter set. Again, the carriage and the tree, not very interesting builds for $20, and the Thestral I already got from the Grindelwald set, although it is nice to get another one when I eventually do get this set. I just don't think this is going to be a day one for me again, unless it does kind of fit into my budget properly. So if I was, going to spend, I don't know how much I'm going to spend yet, I still haven't figured that out, but if I'm going to spend like $400 and I end up finding all sets that are going to be $380, I'm like, alright, might as well just pick this one up just to kind of finish off my budget a little bit more, then yeah, that's probably how this set will go down if I were to get it day one, but considering I'm planning on not getting it day one, I'm definitely going to wait for this one to either maybe go on sale, or just wait overall until maybe some sort of holiday or something. I don't know yet. I still haven't figured it out, but yeah, $20 Thestral, Hogwarts Carriage and Thestral is at number 7. Next up for number 6 on the list here, we have the Hogwarts Courtyard Sirius Rescue. It is so great that this new wave of Harry Potter sets is bringing back Sirius Black, but this is not worth $50. First off, 345 pieces for $50 is not a great price per piece. Second, generic Harry Potter and Hermione with very minuscule changes. Also, not crazy of a fan. Like I said before, it's great that this new wave of Harry Potter sets is bringing back Sirius Black, and this new Sirius Black is cool, but he comes in other better sets, and the rooms for expansion are super bare bones empty and not interesting at all. The only interesting, quote-unquote, thing is kind of like the jail cell on the roof for Sirius, and the different Buckbeak is also an interesting touch, but I already have the Hagrid's Hut version, which for me was a better value of a set. This set kind of reminds me of the $40 Fluffy Encounter one from last year, as in 2020, which was basically used for extra rooms in your Hogwarts display, and that was really all. And that's kind of how I'm feeling with this $50 set. Again, the Hogwarts pieces for this set are really, really empty, with just 2 pieces of what seems to be barriers or walls to represent a courtyard, as well as a small tower made up of, I think, 2 segments, or 3 maybe? Yeah, I think it was 2 interior segments and then a rooftop segment, which again, those are also pretty empty as well. So for me, when I do get this set, which will probably not be on day one personally, just not interested enough in it to actually purchase it. But for me, I'm probably just going to get this at some point and just use it as more rooms for my Hogwarts to expand on my full Hogwarts build. The Buckbeak, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, because I like the Hagrid's Hut version better. The Harry Potter and Hermione I'm not really focused on. Again, there are very minuscule changes to those figures that I'm not too really interested in just getting again. But the Sirius Black is cool, but again, he comes in a better set, so I guess I'll just have multiple copies of him when I get this set eventually, but I don't think it'll be on day 1. Next up is number 5 on the list here, and number 5 is the $80 Hogwarts Dumbledore's Office. This is our big Hogwarts set of the year, and I am not too crazy about it. It is one of the cheaper large-scale Hogwarts builds of the year, as usually they are around the $100 or $90 to $100 range. This one is $80. I'm not crazy about it. The rooms in this set are once again very, very empty, and Dumbledore's office looks kind of alright, but then the bottom floor is some sort of classroom representation, which I don't really care about. Just all the rooms in these Hogwarts expansions for this wave have been kind of very empty. It looks very empty. Again, the classroom representation here of this Dumbledore's in this set is just kind of empty, as well as Dumbledore's actual office is pretty empty, and the other rooms as well, not a lot going on. It is good to see Dumbledore again, getting another Dumbledore figure, which is pretty cool. Madam Pince, I think, is a new teacher who I don't have, so that's cool, as in new teacher minifigure that we haven't gotten before in a set, or at least I haven't gotten before yet, so I'm cool with that. New Argus Filch, even though we got one. Actually, no. It's been a while. Never mind. I was gonna try and say something negative, but no, it's been a little while. I think 2018, which was the first wave of this new Harry Potter style, is when when Argus Filch showed up, and he was in his gray outfit. This one's in a brown outfit, so I guess that's kind of cool, but still, he's not my favorite or most interesting character, I think. So I'm not too crazy about this one. Same old with Harry and Hermione. Good to see Snape again, though, as well, because he hasn't been in a set since, I think, was it 2018 he hasn't been in a set since? I don't know, I feel like it's been a little while since I've seen a Snape minifigure in a Harry Potter set, so does not feel like an $80 set, though, and is definitely a bit overpriced at $80 for 654 pieces. I do not feel like the figures make up for this price. Probably the worst big Hogwarts set of any Harry Potter year, and I definitely, I'm definitely, not backing out of that idea, because we had the clock tower before, we had the big Chamber of Secrets set last year, we also had the Great Hall, all those really cool buildings, the Astronomy Tower, those really, really cool, buildings for Hogwarts, and then this one, yeah, I'm not too crazy about it, and I just don't think it's that great, so that is my thoughts for Hogwarts Dumbledore's Office, not the best large-scale Hogwarts expansion set. For number 4 on the list here, we have the Hungarian Horntail Dragon. This is our buildable character for this year, and honestly, it is surprisingly looking really good. Was not excited for this one when the leaks were kind of coming out about it, but it came out really, really well done. Definitely worth $50 for 671 pieces. Again, Dumbledore's Office is 654 pieces and for $80, which is just weird and overpriced. The new Goblet of Fire Harry Potter minifigure is very cool with some very nice printing on that figure. New flame piece for the Hungarian Horntail itself, and the Hungarian Horntail build overall looks great, really, really big, and I do not know where I'm going to display this because my shelves are getting a bit cramped at this point, but I am excited to find some spot to put it. Definitely the most uniquely good set of this Harry Potter wave. Just pretty much a surprise overall. Again, I was not too invested in the idea of a Hungarian Horntail buildable character for this year. I would have rather maybe see Scabbers or Hermione's cat Crookshanks or some sort of other kind of creature, and I did not expect a Hungarian Horntail. And again, I was not excited, but once I saw the pictures for it and I saw the actual build of the actual model, I was pretty impressed. It looks pretty great. If this does end up finding a way to fit into my budget, I'll definitely pick it up, and I will not hesitate at all. But again, I still got to figure out my budget, to be honest with you, so maybe I can't keep saying that or use that as an excuse. But if this does find a way, if I do have, a budget where this is going to fit into it, I'll definitely be okay with getting it. But if not, I probably won't. I mean, I usually wait on the buildable characters anyway, because they're not the number one thing that I'm going after whenever I go out to get some new Harry Potter sets. But this one, again, is pretty cool. Probably could be one of my favorite, or could be my favorite. Yeah, I think could be my favorite of the buildable characters, just because it is really, really well done, much bigger scale, and yeah, just overall really well done. So that is number 4. Number 3 on the list here, we have reached top 3. We got the Ministry of Magic, a Deathly Hallows set, all exclusive figures, I believe, 990 pieces for $100. That's perfect. And oh boy, wait a minute, what is that build? So it seems like LEGO did not really go with a full Ministry of Magic set, but more of a vignette style build to represent it. Not terrible, but very unexpected. The statue in the center is pretty underwhelming. The build is super tall, so I'm going to have to find some space on my shelves for this one to go vertically, set up. And the telephone booth does look pretty nice, though. Overall, more Deathly Hallows sets, please, but this one is not exactly what I was thinking of when I was thinking Deathly Hallows. Again, the minifigures here, pretty good. I'm completely fine with the minifigures here. Again, I believe all of them are exclusive in some way, shape, or form, I think, whether being a new character or just a brand new design for a previous minifigure. And it is Deathly Hallows, so again, that is also pretty big, considering we don't have any Deathly Hallows sets at all, because they decided, after, what was it? Half-Blood Prince? Half-Blood Prince. After Half-Blood Prince, they would stop and go back through all the movies to make more sets, or remakes of sets for all the movies. Not the best decision. I would have went straight to Deathly Hallows, but whatever. Either way, good again to get a Deathly Hallows set. Minifigures are incredible, and again, that price is pretty good. Probably one of the best prices for this Harry Potter wave when it comes to price per piece. Just that build is really interesting, to say the least. So this one I might actually get day one either way, just because, again, those minifigures are good. I don't think the build is bad. I just think it's very unexpected that they decided to go with a vignette style instead of like an actual full-blown build for the Ministry of Magic. So I guess whatever works. So for number 2 on the list here, we have the Shrieking Shack and Whomping Willow. Finally, we have a Shrieking Shack set, or I guess a remake, really. And I feel like LEGO did not need to include all those extra builds. Whomping Willow, character changer, etc. And they should have put all the pieces into the Shrieking Shack to make it much bigger. I think that would make it better. Because the Shrieking Shack build that we did get, kind of small, kind of just cramped. It looks like maybe a $50 kind of like build of a set. When they added all like the character changers for the actual human characters to change into their animal forms, and they added the Whomping Willow again, and I'm just like, oh my god, why can't you just do an actual just Shrieking Shack, make it $90, make it really big, but whatever. Anyways, I lost my place in my notes. Okay, it would make it better. Maybe put a character changer in the Shrieking Shack building if that is needed. So instead of having it outside, instead put it in the actual building of the Shrieking Shack. That would be, I think maybe better if they would have to if they had to include a character changer in their set. But 777 pieces for $90 is a bit steep. I can forgive it for how bad I've wanted this building in LEGO Harry Potter. Figures are pretty good. New Lupin, Peter Pettigrew, etc. Plus full Lupin wolf form. Pretty good stuff on the figure side. Was just hoping for a more full-size Shrieking Shack, but again, it isn't terrible. I feel like I've been kind of, reaching for some of the negatives in this set, but again, it isn't like the worst thing that they're having like the Whomping Willow be remade, as well as adding those character changers, but I just feel like the Shrieking Shack building, that build itself, is just kind of a little bit small. Like, it's only like 2 floors. It's a little, not like very big of a building, or wide, long, whatever you want to call it, of a building. And I kind of wish it was more fleshed out a little bit, especially with that $90 price tag. You still have, it's only 777 pieces. You still have some wiggle room there to add maybe a few more pieces to make the build shine a little bit more, make it a little bit bigger. And they just decided to kind of go with all the other stuff that they did, just throwing in a Whomping Willow and a character changer. Yeah, not what I would have done. But anyways, again, the figures are pretty great here with a full Wolf Lupin form. Pretty excited to get that minifigure. And all the other minifigures included, new version of Peter Pettigrew, as well as I think this is the same Sirius Black that was in the other Hogwarts set that was $50. It was the Sirius Black, like, Escape or whatever it was. But anyways, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good set. So I'm pretty excited for this one. This will definitely probably be a day one set, I think. Now we have reached the number one spot on the list here, and that goes to, you guessed it, 12 Grimmauld Place. $120 for an absolute masterpiece, no pun intended. Piece count is a bit low for the price, but the figs make up for it. New Sirius Black, different from the other two versions, or I guess the other version in the other two sets. Nymphadora Tonks is new as well, with I think even including a different face print for the duck mouth, or like the pig nose or something. I don't remember what it was. Kingsley, who only came in the minifigure series, I think the second minifigure series for Harry Potter, but is now here in this set. Molly Weasley's getting a new look. We have our first ever Creature minifigure, who has never been in any other set of Harry Potter before. A new Fred and George, I believe, and as well as the Harry and Ron, maybe exclusive, but I don't know off the top of my head. The main play feature for this set is incredible, where you can actually hide 12 Grimmauld Place behind the other two buildings. Literal perfection, easily the best set of the wave, with this nice modular looking building that could probably really fit into a modular setup if you were to try. But anyways, yeah, this set is just really great. I'm so excited. This was a complete surprise. I don't think there were any leaks that were really hinting at this being a set, 12 Grimmauld Place. I actually thought this $120 set was going to be buildable characters that we got from last year, like Ron and like Draco or something like that, like a 2-pack of them. But instead, Lego comes out and busts this bad boy out, which is 12 Grimmauld Place, and I was very excited. Again, the build is incredible. They even have, I think, like, they even have the ear thing where you can, like, where they were listening in on the conversation in Order of the Phoenix, and they have that, which is cool. Like, all, like, the different little references and things like that to different scenes from that movie is really cool. And just overall, I'm super excited to get my hands on this set, and this will definitely be a day one purchase for me. There you have it. That is my ranking list for all the new Harry Potter summer wave of sets that are coming out, I think June 19th, I think it was. I think that's what it was. I don't remember off the top of my head, though. I have to look again, but I think it was June 19th. Anyways, I am super excited to get my hands on these sets. 12 Grimmauld Place looks incredible at number 1. Number 2 was Shrieking Shack. I'll probably also get that day 1. Ministry of Magic, maybe day 1 to see how much I spend, I guess. Number 4, the Hungarian Horntail. Number 5, Hogwarts Dumbledore's Office. Number 6, Hogwarts Courtyard Serious Rescue. And number 7, Hogwarts Carriage Ancestral. That fits into my budget, I'll throw it in. But, yeah, a lot of the big sets, very big wave, very expensive wave, and a lot of the big sets are very well done, with all of them being at the top 3 on this list here. So, yeah, very excited for June 19th or whenever these sets actually release, and that is really it for this video. So, if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.